Before we even begin, I just want to take a moment, a real moment, to look at this screen, to feel this space we're sharing, and to just thank you. Thank you for being here right now in whatever state you're in. Tired, hopeful, confused, curious, you showed up. I see you. I read every single comment you leave, the late night whispers, the frustrated questions, the moments of relief. This isn't just a channel, this is a gathering of people choosing to look at the messy, beautiful, complicated truth of their lives. And I am so, so grateful to be in this with you. Your trust is everything. So take a breath with me. Welcome. Let's get honest about what's really going on. Virgo, there's something you're becoming aware of right now. Something that's been sitting just beneath the surface. And as it rises into your consciousness, it's heavy. It's painful. And yes, it might bring tears, but I need you to understand something. This awareness, as hard as it is exactly what you need right now. This isn't about what someone did to you. This isn't about being blindsided by external events. This is about you finally seeing something clearly that you've been avoiding, something you've been denying, something you've known deep down but haven't wanted to face. Does this resonate with what you've been feeling? You see, Virgo, you're someone who analyzes everything. You observe, you process, you think things through. But there are certain truths, certain realities that you've been protecting yourself from seeing. Not because you're weak, but because seeing them would mean having to make difficult choices, having to let go, having to accept things you didn't want to accept. And right now, that protection is dissolving. You're seeing patterns you've ignored. You're recognizing dynamics you've tolerated. You're understanding on a level that goes beyond logic just how much you've been settling, just how much you've been giving to people and situations that weren't giving back, just how much you've been shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. And that realization, it hurts. Let me know in the comments if this speaks to you. This pain you're feeling, it's not weakness, it's awareness, breaking through denial. It's your soul refusing to let you stay comfortable in situations that aren't serving your highest good. You've been loyal to people who haven't been loyal to you. You've been understanding with people who haven't tried to understand you. You've been patient with situations that have been draining your life force. And somewhere inside, you knew it, you felt it, but you kept hoping, you kept trying. You kept believing that if you just gave a little more, worked a little harder, understood a little deeper, things would change. But they haven't, and now you're facing that truth. You're facing the gap between what you wanted things to be and what they actually are, between who you hoped people were and who they're showing themselves to be, between the story you told yourself and the reality that's been unfolding. And this is where the tears come from, Virgo. Not from surprise, but from finally admitting to yourself what you've been sensing all along. Have you noticed this shift in yourself? There's a part of you that's grieving right now. Grieving the time you invested, grieving the energy you gave, grieving the version of reality you wanted to believe in. And that grief, it's valid, it's real, it needs to be felt. But here's what's also happening. beneath that pain. You're waking up. You're waking up to your own worth. You're waking up to your own patterns. You're waking up to the ways you've abandoned yourself in the name of keeping peace, maintaining connections, or proving your loyalty. This awareness, as much as it hurts, it's setting you free. Because you can't change what you don't acknowledge. You can't heal what you won't face. You can't grow beyond patterns you refuse to see, and you're seeing now, Virgo. You're seeing clearly. And even though it's painful, even though it brings tears, it's also bringing you closer to yourself. This is such an important moment in your journey because this is where transformation actually happens. Not in the comfortable moments, not when everything makes sense, but here in this raw, vulnerable space where you're confronting truths you wish weren't true. And I want you to know that it's okay to feel everything you're feeling. The sadness, the anger, the disappointment, the sense of loss. These emotions aren't signs that you're doing something wrong. They're signs that you're finally being honest with yourself. Does this feel true for you? Let me know in the comments. You've been carrying so much, Virgo, so much responsibility for other people's feelings, so much effort trying to make things work that were never balanced to begin with. So much of your beautiful analytical mind trying to figure out how to fix things that aren't yours to fix. And now you're realizing that. You're realizing that you've been playing a game where the rules were designed for you to lose, where your effort was expected but never matched, where your presence was taken for granted while you were treating it as sacred. This hurts because you genuinely cared. You genuinely tried. You genuinely believed in possibilities that required other people to show up, and they didn't. But here's the shift that's happening. You're starting to redirect that care back toward yourself. You're starting to question why you've been so willing to sacrifice your peace, your time, your energy for people and situations that haven't honored what you bring. And in that questioning, you're finding answers, uncomfortable answers, answers that require you to make changes, answers that challenge the narrative you've been living in. This awareness you're experiencing, it's not about blaming yourself. It's not about judging your past choices. It's about recognizing right now, in this present moment, what's true, what's real, what's actually happening versus what you've been hoping would happen. And yes, that recognition brings tears because it means letting go of illusions. It means accepting that some people aren't capable of giving you what you deserve. It means understanding that some situations, no matter how much you invest, aren't going to transform into what you want them to be. Have you been feeling this weight of realization? Share in the comments if you're experiencing this. You're someone who wants to believe in people, Virgo. You want to see the best in them. You want to give them chances. You want to understand their struggles and make space for their imperfections. And there's nothing wrong with that, except when it comes at the cost of your own well-being. And that's what you're seeing now. The cost, the emotional cost, the energetic cost, the cost to your peace, your joy, your sense of self. You've been bleeding energy into situations that have been draining you, and you're finally feeling how exhausted you actually are, how depleted, how much of yourself you've given away. This pain, this is your body, your soul, your entire being saying enough. not in anger, not in bitterness, but in self-preservation, in self-love, in recognition that you matter too, that your needs matter, that your feelings matter, that your peace matters. And as you sit with this awareness, as you let yourself feel the full weight of what you're realizing, something else is happening too. You're getting clear, clear about what you will and won't accept moving forward, clear about the kind of energy you want in your life, clear about the standards you need to set for yourself, clear about the boundaries that need to exist. This clarity, it's born from pain, but it's also born from love, love for yourself, recognition of your own value, understanding that you deserve reciprocity, respect, genuine care. And the tears you might cry over this, they're not just tears of sadness. They're also tears of release, releasing old patterns, releasing false hope, releasing the need to make things work that aren't meant to work. You're in a process right now, Virgo, a process of truth-telling, of stripping away the stories and seeing what's actually there, of honoring your own experience instead of minimizing it. And this process, it's sacred, even though it hurts, even though it's uncomfortable, even though part of you wants to go back to not knowing, to not seeing, to staying in the familiar patterns. But you can't unknow what you know now. You can't unsee what you're seeing. And trying to go back would only prolong the pain. The way forward is through this awareness, through acknowledging what's true, through letting yourself grieve what needs to be grieved, through making space for all the emotions that come with facing reality as it is. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You don't need to know exactly what to do with what you're realizing. You just need to be present with it, to feel it, to honor it, to let it teach you what it's here to teach you. Because this awareness, it's a gift, a painful gift, but a gift nonetheless. It's showing you where you've been betraying yourself, where you've been accepting less than you deserve, where you've been hoping for change in people who aren't changing, where you've been investing in situations that aren't investing in you. And now that you see it, now that you feel it, you have a choice. The choice to continue the same patterns or to honor what you're realizing. To stay where you are or to begin the process of aligning with something different, to keep giving to what's empty or to redirect your energy toward yourself. This is your moment, Virgo, your moment of painful, necessary, transformative awareness. So let the tears come if they need to. Let yourself feel the weight of what you're realizing. Let yourself acknowledge the truth you've been avoiding. And then breathe. Ground yourself. Remember that you're strong enough to face this. You're brave enough to see clearly. You're worthy enough to choose yourself. This pain you're feeling, it's temporary. But the awareness it's bringing, that's permanent. That's transformative. That's the foundation of a new way of being. So honor this moment. Honor your feelings. Honor your truth. You're not falling apart. You're waking up. And even though it hurts right now, you're exactly where you need to be. I don't sell futures. I build architects.